Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to go over more on calculating the line of best fit, and we're going to focus on how that line can help you make a prediction. But first, we're almost done here with math for the 2019-2020 school year. Hashtag quarantine life, hashtag coronavirus, all that jazz. Um, if there are still assignments you haven't done, you can still go ahead and do those. You can do them all the way up until June 9th. All right, so that's for the 40 weeks. So go ahead, go back, do anything that you missed. But there are only 2 more assignments. This assignment, which is going to be on Castle Learning, and then the next one, you're just going to have to take a picture of like a question and send it in. So you can do this. Again, Mrs. Muyo and I thank you for all of your efforts during this tough time, distance learning. We know it's challenging, and it can be challenging for us too. We really miss you guys a lot, and obviously we would rather be in person. But just want to say again, thank you so much for going through this with us and giving us your best effort. And just remember, this is going to be something crazy you're going to look back on, and one day if you have a family, they're not going to believe you. But anyway, so line of best fit. We're going to watch this video, take some notes on a separate sheet of paper, and you just need to complete the Castle Learning assignment. And it's only 10 questions. It's not that bad. All right, here we go. Okay, line of best fit. We're gonna use the calculator to help find the equation of a line of the line of best fit, and that is in this form, like normal, y equals mx plus b, and then we're gonna use that line to make predictions by substituting in certain values. Okay. So just like we did in the other lesson, we're going to make a scatter plot with the calculator. All right, so here are all the steps: stat edit, second y equals, blah, blah, blah. Here are the x values and the y values. So we're just going to type those into our lists in the calculator. So don't want to be there. Again, for your cell phones, you can download Webbit Mu. It's a weird name, but that's for the Android calculator, and Calculate 84 for the Apple products. Okay, so we're going to go to Stat, Edit, List 1, List 2. I already did it here, but you would just delete whatever in there by going up and then pressing Clear, and then typing in all of your information. All right, so I have it there, and now we're going to get on with showing the scatter plot here. So second y equals, this needs to say on. If it's on, it's probably good, but let's double check and make sure everything else is good in there. On is blinking, we're good. The scatter plot is checked. List 1, list 2, all set. The mark, it doesn't really matter what it looks like, but it'll be a little circle. And I changed it to green. All right, now we need to go to Zoom 9. Zoom up here. Number 9 is Zoom Stat. It'll show us quadrant 1 where all of this is graphed in. All right, looks good. Now let's answer a few questions. I'm just going to drag this down here, hopefully. All right, question A. Does the scatter plot appear to be linear? Yes. Yes, it does. All of the points. Oh. Points. There. And instead of go to travel. Okay. Yes, all the points appear to travel in a linear trend. It looks like that's making a line to me. B. Does this data show a positive or negative or no correlation? Right, so is it positive or negative or none? This is a negative. Okay. Oh, oh my goodness, I'm getting all sorts of messed up here. Okay, so as the x-axis increases, here's our x-axis, so we're going up, 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 up. And as we go over here, your y values are all going down, 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 down. They're starting high, they're ending low, so they are decreasing. Would you consider this a strong or weak correlation? Well, correlation deals with the line of best fit. So I'm going to draw a line of best fit. And the guy next door is mowing his lawn. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry for that. Oh, he stopped. He must have heard me. Okay, so here's my random line of best fit that I made. The calculator did not. It seems like a lot of the points are very close to that line that I made up. So we would consider this okay, strong. Now, next, we're going to actually calculate this line of best fit. So hopefully it looks something like that. And then we'll get the actual equation too. Alright, so now we're going to actually calculate that line of best fit using all the data that we already plugged in. So we need to go to, we did all that. Now we need to go to, right here, stat calc. Stat calc, so you go to the right arrow, and then you need to go to number 4, which is linear regression. All right, so we have 1, 2, frequency list will be blank. You're going to store the regression equation into the Y1. So for that, you need to go to stat, just kidding, you need to go down here to vars, yvars, so you go right. Number 1 is function. Number 1 is y1. That's good. Then you go to calculate. Okay, so you'll see at the very top it says y equals ax plus b. That is the same thing as mx plus b. So that's what we want. We want y and then the a, so let's just round this to the nearest tenth, negative 2.3. You keep the x with the equation, like remember it's something x plus b, and then plus b, which we'll write as 108.8. So that's going to go right down here. We found the line of best fit. All right, so there is our equation. So if we were to graph that on the scatter plot, it would look something like the blue line that I just drew. But our calculator can actually draw it in for us. So let's check it out. Zoom 9. Oh yeah, those look pretty close if I do say so myself. So there's that one. Let's compare to the one I just did, just because. Look at that. The only part that got a little messed up was right in here. That's not as accurate, but I made a pretty good guess. This was my guess over here on the right, and then the one on the calculator, that's the actual. So that's pretty close. Okay, now that we have the line, all we need to do down here, we're going to use that line to make prediction. So predict the value of y when x equals 35, and for b, predict the value of x when y equals 95. All right, so since you have the line, all we have to do is use substitution. First, you're going to plug in y to get your blah, 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 sorry. First, you're going to plug in your x right here to get out your y, and then you're going to plug in your y for here to get out your x. Just use a few algebra rules and you'll have your x and y. Alrighty. So for a, if you just take 35, plug it in for x, you get out 28.3. And then for B, this is a little more involved. You take 95, plug it in for Y, which is on the left, and then you need to subtract 108.8, and then you need to divide by negative 2.3. And then you get 6. All right, so those are the two predicted values, given the two different situations, whether you have an X or a Y. All right, so all you need to do now is go to Castle Learning and complete the homework assignment. All right, good luck.